around you at the faces of these children. They're not numbers. They're human beings. They're citizens of this city and this community. This madness needs to stop. You say Ren 2010 is about choice? From looking at this crowd, I'd say the community has spoken. Their choice is clear. They want you to keep your hands off of their school.
And I'm just so upset that, I see all these titles and names. I don't know who none of you are to make a decision for our children and our community. I don't have a clue. What right do you have? I don't understand it. And I'm sorry if somebody's feelings are hurt, but man, I'm very hurt. I got 4 children in that school. 1 is graduated, 3 are still there. And you expect my kids to walk through a drug-infested neighborhood?
Ever walk in your kids' shoes for real? Today, parents concerned about CPS plans to close their school took a walk to show how far their kids would have to hike to one of their new schools. It's through a neighborhood that, frankly, makes them pretty nervous.
Is walking 6 blocks in Englewood the same as walking 6 blocks in Lakeview?
No. No, it ain't.
These parents who live in Englewood,
it's dangerous,
don't want their kids walking too far in Englewood. But the students might have to cover more ground if Guggenheim, their neighborhood school,
most of the students live within a 1 to 2 block radius,
closes. If your daughter's walking a further distance, what's your main worry about that further distance? What do you worry about?
The gang bangers and the rapers.
You worry about that too, ma'am?
yes.
We covered the distance to one of the schools that might be an option for their kids. We passed busy streets and boarded up buildings. The locals say on any given day you also see
drug dealers, the prostitution, everything, anything can happen to our children, especially when the mothers that's working can't walk their kids.
Those kids are worried too. Listen to student Zavon Walton's letter to Mayor Daley.
Dear Mayor Daley, why should our school close? Our school is a neighborhood school.
Change the location and he fears
I would have to pass gang territory every day.
the assistant principal thinks some kids might just opt out, and she thinks change would be hard on the already fragile community.
Once the district announced they're going to close schools, the behavior of the children is impacted negatively.
I think if I leave this school, I think I'll probably just stop going to school, man.
Now, if you want to see these children achieve, give them the resources, give them the instruction, make sure their environment is secure and safe, and they will rise up to our level of expectation.
Is that you're trying to shut our school down so it can become a charter school. What is the point of parents having to pay for their students' education when they have a perfectly good school right here in front of you? Why can't you understand that people love this school and don't want this school to close? If you close this school, it's like you're taking away a part of this neighborhood. And if you take away a part of this neighborhood, it's just like taking away a child from his mother. And when you do that, that causes problems.
The students received a letter, and the parents and the teachers. Our building was quiet, everything was going well. After that, fights are breaking out in our building because they think we don't care. But we are like the Army. Teachers here, we're like the Army. We take everyone. It doesn't matter if a child is homeless. He's going to be educated. We even have teachers that are giving up 2 afternoons a week to tutor the children that are not passing the test. What? They're saying that we don't care. We're not getting paid. We're doing this on our own just to increase the test scores. It's about care. And the children that are running around the building, we're the warriors. We can tame them and calm them down. But it is rough when they know that their school is closing.
Why Guggenheim is that I care about all the children. I stuttered I was called a stutterer in grammar school. The grammar school I went to is now closed. So there are alumni and friends that I'll never be able to reconnect with, and teachers that I've lost a relationship. I didn't see when the school closed. And when I was in public schools, there was a speech therapist that could help me. I couldn't speak to this day. So I know what a difference it can make. So I could tear up because I know that each child is precious and you've got to find the potential in them, and it's there. And that's the work of the teacher. The teacher can polish and bring out the potential.
Why are we not utilizing these free resources? Why not let our principals who are successful come in and say, look, this is what we did, and lend a hand?
Well, I have a 34-year relationship with Guggenheim. I started teaching at Guggenheim in 1967, and I retired in 2001 as a principal. I have yet to find a school that had the spirit that Guggenheim has, the love that the teachers have for that school. And Guggenheim nurtured. Guggenheim teachers love their students. They still do. They nurtured those students. That's why you had all those teachers. You have teachers coming in without pay. That's nothing new. Teachers have always done that. We've always come in on weekends and early and stayed late without pay.
We've been dealing with that, nurturing young people, encouraging young people, stay in the system. No matter what your challenges are, keep moving, keep going. We've been working with these children, and we have to accept them because it's a community school. We accept students from all over the city.
We do not need to close this school. It is not a cancer. It is a school that serves this community faithfully.
When I got here, oh my God, my eyes were open. I didn't think Guggenheim would be this type of school. It opened my eyes, and every teacher I had, I connected with on a personal level. When I graduated from this school, I felt innocuous. Nothing can stop me. I went to high school with a chip on my shoulder because I feel that Guggenheim actually doesn't get enough credit. And closing this school would devastate everyone in the community. Everyone loves Guggenheim.
It has been said that a child shall lead them. Robert Campbell is such a child.
Thank you all. Another concern that came about to me yesterday. You see, my cousin Timothy Woody, in his area, if Guggenheim closes, will have no transportation and will have to walk 7 or 8 blocks, or maybe even more, to get to Hinton or Altgeld. He will have to walk by foot, and maybe pointing east, pointing south, pointing north and west. There'll be danger, but not just him, not just for me, but for all of us to come. From gang members to just dangerous mothers. There'll be danger, and I feel that CPS would not have the power nor the time to help us. Now, does that sound fair to you all? Does that sound fair to any of you? I didn't think so either, for it does not sound fair to me. We have confronted CPS twice, and we have stated our case twice. Myself, I'll face them. They have used their numbers and their words, but I have something for them. Those are their 2 resources. My only resource is my words, and I'm using them as powerful as I can. And I will not stop. It wasn't just something that was just brought about. It was just a gift from God. Thank you.
And I was really happy for the hearing, but I was very disheartened that no school board members actually heard what the people had to say. No, because the story is just not told by raw scores. The story is just not told.
Why have this school board meeting with these parents and the chief executive is not there? Why has he never been to the school? I mean, I don't know why. Why has the mayor not been to the school? I can't explain that. And there is no excuse for it. Now, before you close down a school and put this cloud over a child's future, someone ought to be responsible and accountable.
All of this is against the law. And if we don't file nothing, they're going to get away with it, point blank. And that's what's happening. It's terrible.
It's a terrible thing that's going on in Chicago, and we're really glad that you're here to really document some of the information that we have put together bits and pieces of. And everyone's experiencing this in a different way.